What's going on, Las Vegas Aces fans? I'm your host, Cassie Soto, joined by our fabulous Las Vegas Aces beat reporter, Sam Gordon. Sam, you've been to a bunch of these games. This is my first one. The crowd was amazing tonight. WNBA in Las Vegas. A few famous faces stopping in tonight to cheer these ladies on.
Yeah, I thought the atmosphere was fantastic, Cassie, and none more famous than Kobe Bryant, who came and brought his daughter's AAU team. They sat courtside and actually had a chance to interact with some of the players after the game. So I know they were really excited about that. And of course, on the court, it was all business. It was 83-70 victory, but I don't even think it was that close. Aces took over late in the first quarter, throughout the second quarter, really with their defense, went on a run and really put the game out of reach for the Sparks then. So it was a business-like victory. Bill Laimbeer was really happy after the game, so were the players. They didn't get their first victory last year until their fifth game. It took them 5 games last year. This year, it took them 1. So they're already way ahead of the pace they were last year.
Right, just to reiterate that 83-70 win over the Los Angeles Sparks in the home opener. And a huge player coming out tonight that might have surprised some people was Dearica Hamby coming off the bench. She had a double-double, 14 rebounds, 13 of those coming on defense. How huge was she tonight?
She was tremendous, and Laimbeer really talked about her after the game about that she's buying into her role as being an elite bench player. She knows it's not always going to be glamorous. She's not always going to score 25 points, but she brought a ton of energy tonight, and on both ends of the floor, she was able to create second chances. She ended possessions with rebounds. She ran the floor. She played defense. She was tremendous, and really, an X factor, if you will, for the Aces tonight. Yeah.
Well, somebody that we aren't usually surprised with that scores 20 points is A'ja Wilson, the defending Rookie of the Year. To come in with this much momentum, getting a double-double in the home opener, coming in, and how much pressure is that to repeat such a successful season?
I think there's a lot of pressure on her now, just because the team, given the additions of Liz Cambage, they're expected to contend for a championship. And with Wilson, like you said, reigning Rookie of the Year, she won a gold medal in the FIBA World Cup last year. So there's a lot of weight on her shoulders, but she's up for the challenge. She's a much better player already year 2 and year 1. Coach Laimbeer has talked about it at length, how much more patient she is, how she understands the mental side of things. And you saw it tonight. She missed her first 4 shots, and after that, it was easy for her. After that, she figured out how she was going to attack, what she was going to do, and finishes with 21 points and 11 rebounds. That's the norm with A'ja Wilson. That was last year. I expect it to be this year, and I think that's what you're going to see a lot of.
Sam, you've covered this team extensively. I know it's just one game. You know, we can't weigh the entire season on what happened on this court, but what are you looking at that maybe they need to tweak up a little bit as the season goes on?
Yeah, I think as good as they were defensively tonight, there were some stretches where they were a little aloof, especially in the first quarter. The interior defense wasn't great. Now that should be buoyed by when Liz Cambage joins the lineup. She's 6'8". She's one of the best rebounders in the league, so she'll be a presence around there. And then they were a little sloppy at times. There was some careless turnovers, but for the most part, I think they did everything the way they wanted to do it. They're going to score points. This team is going to score, and as long as they're solid, as long as they compete on the defensive end of the floor, I think they're going to win a lot of games. And that's what Coach Laimbeer was saying afterwards. As long as we compete defensively, we're going to win. And you saw his team; they competed defensively tonight, and that's what it's going to take to get it done to make a run towards the playoffs and the championship.
When do you think Liz finally suits up, steps on this court?
Gut feeling. I think she's going to, the next home game against Connecticut this week, I think they'll probably sit her out one more time on the road and then bring her back. I believe it's a Friday night game. It's going to be a packed house and unveil her to the fans of Las Vegas. So I think a lot of, there was a good crowd tonight. Regardless, I think a lot of them were really, really eager to see her play.
Sam Gordon said it here. Next home game, Liz is going to be suited up. If not, you can angrily tweet at him by Sam Gordon. All right, Sam, thank you so much. Look forward to doing this with you all season long.
Thank you, Cassie. A little bit of pressure on me, but I think I'll be okay.
We'll leave you now with some clips of head coach Bill Laimbeer and his players just talking about the game. For Sam Gordon, I'm Cassie Soto. Thanks for watching.
We've only won 1 game. Now we go on the road to play Phoenix and come home and play a tough con team. I'll take the effort. If we put forth the effort offensively and defensively and the intensity that we put out there tonight, we'll be okay. Then the talent takes over. So I think we're going to have our bumps in the road, trying to find where we're going and what we're doing. But I think overall, our players, our fans, I think the city now, and I think nationally, they keep saying and writing that we're good and we're going to be good, but we still have to prove it, and we haven't done that yet.
We get our vibes. We understand each other. We know exactly where to put people in situations to make them get the best out of what we need from them. And last year was tough because we didn't know one another. But this year, I mean, the energy's there. We're all vibing off of each other. We're feeding off of each other on and off the court, and that's something special. And I can't even express enough how happy I am to be a part of something like this.